Hi, I'm Underbelly, and you suck at drums. Today, we're going to make drums that sound like this. Which may lead you to making beats that sound like this. Wowzers! All the drum sounds I'm using are from my free drum sample pack, which you can download in the video description. I also recommend checking out the previous videos in the drums course to familiarize yourself with some basics. Let's get started. Okay, so check it. Here I have some select sounds from my sample pack. Let's create a new empty MIDI clip on this track just by double clicking and hit Command R to rename it. Let's call it I, short for intro. Now recall from a previous lesson that the kick usually lands on the first and third beat of the measure, while the snare hits on the 2 and 4. So let's go ahead and click on B for Bensel here, put the kick on the 1 and 3, the snare on the 2 and 4. Let's take a listen. Okay, now it's a little fast for hip hop, and that's because most hip hoppers consume copious amounts of plant matter, which really slows down their brain function. So just so that they can understand this, let's go ahead and lower the BPM. Okay, something that I can understand here. And let's even make it simpler. Let's get rid of that kick on the 3. Let's hit duplicate loop to make it twice as long, maybe add a kick at the end, and maybe some kicks ahead of these snares for some extra hip-hop stank. Maybe another kick on the and of the third beat here. Okay, now our kick placement has been amazing, but it still sounds so square. And that's because there's nothing more lame than being on time to things, like your child's Little League games or meetings with a divorce lawyer. So let's take all these kicks and push them a little to the right, make them fashionably late. Okay, that's definitely got some hip-hop flavor, but the problem is because all our kicks are a little bit late, we get a little bit of jankiness to it as well. So let's keep the kicks on the beginning of the measure right on the beat, but leave the weaker kicks a little bit late. And this is the key to hip-hop swing. Take the stuff on the weaker beats and make it a little bit late while keeping the stuff on the strong beats right on time. So let's exaggerate this further. Let's take our rims here and make them all a little bit early. Okay. Now let's take the kick on the weaker beats and maybe lower the velocity on those. Okay, now this is good, but it's still a little empty for an intro. So everybody knows that there's nothing more gangsta than Christmas. So let's put the jingle bells on every quarter note. Okay, Santa's coming to the hood. He's bringing presents for everyone. But the problem is that those jingle bells are getting annoying fast. I mean, it's the exact same jingle every single time. So let's go over to the jingle bell in our drum rack here and go to the controls. And you'll see in the middle section, there's an LFO. Let's turn it on. The LFO is this little squiggly thing here, and we can route it to different parameters so that the LFO controls different things. So let's try having the LFO control the pitch a little bit. Now there's a bit of a pitch bend every time the jingle bell hits, but it's exactly the same every single time. So let's turn off re-trigger here, and that way the LFO won't restart every single time a new jingle plays. Now the LFO is kind of running in the background and the jingles sound more varied. Let's make the jingles a little bit tighter by turning up the pitch, and shorter, perhaps, by shortening the sample. And just to make it sound a little less abrupt, let's turn up the fade out. Oh, that's nice. Let's take all the jingle bells and make them fashionably late. Oh, let's add a bit more detail to this beat. Let's maybe do the open hi-hat here. Oh, that's loud. Let's turn down the velocity. It also seems to be kind of trailing out longer than I would like it to. So let's go to the open hi-hat here and change it to gate mode in honor of all the gated communities where hip-hop originated. Now the open hi-hat only plays for the duration of this note, which is pretty short, so let's go ahead and extend it. And let's turn up the fade out so that it doesn't end so abruptly. That's nice. And maybe we added an open hi-hat here. Maybe let's add a closed hi-hat here. Oh, that's nice. Okay, this is a dope intro loop. So let's go ahead and duplicate this. Let's call it the new clip A. And we want the energy to go up for A. And to do that, we want 3 changes from I to A. So what could the first change be? Well, we don't have any really consistent hi-hats yet. So let's try adding this closed hi-hat on every 8th note. Maybe I'll lower the velocity of the second one. And highlight both of these and hit Command D to copy it across the whole loop. Oh, look at that. Made like 3 in a row there. That's nice. Very gangsta. Let's take all these and make them a little bit late. Oh. Okay. Let's mimic this pattern in the first half as well. I really like that. Copy it over. Get rid of the closed hi-hat underneath that open one. Maybe make this one a little bit late. Oh. That's solid. Okay, that'll be our first change. Maybe we can add the clap on the 2 and 4. Oh. Now you might notice that the clap is a little offset from the rim, and that's okay. It's square to be on time. In fact, you might even want to nudge some of these a little bit more to the right. Oh. Okay, so that's 2 changes. We got the hi-hat, and we got the clap. Let's maybe add this cute little perk right before the claps here. It's sounding a little off. Let's go ahead and highlight them and line up that first perk with that kick underneath. Oh, that's nice. All right, let's hear the difference from I to A. We got, Santa's coming to town. And now he's bringing some AR-15s. Thank you, Santa. Let's duplicate A, call it B. And for B, we want the energy of the drums to max out. So we want 3 more changes. Maybe first we can make the kick pattern a bit more active. Put some kicks on the ands. Let's make sure all these are a little bit late since they're landing on weak beats and I'm lining them up with the hi-hat on top. Same thing here. Let's add another kick right there, make it a little bit weak. Oh, that's 1 change. I think at this point, Santa has overstayed his welcome, so let's change the jingle bell to the ride. Oh, Jesus, that's one noisy ride. Put a muffler on that thing. Okay, let's change that to gate mode. And let's shorten these, make them tighter. Let's take the second ride of each measure and make it a little longer to create some variation. And just so it's a little less abrupt, let's turn up the fade out. Turn down the volume a bit. Oh, wowzers. That's sounding nice. Okay. Now we need 1 more change. Let's maybe add some toms here. I'm a huge fan of toms. Let's add a fuck ton. I don't care. Oh, this sounds terrible. Let's offset it a little bit, make it a little bit late. Nope. Push it more to the right. Maybe get rid of some toms here. Oh, I like that. Let's take these other toms and lower the velocity so that it's a bit more varied. And copy this pattern over into the second half by hitting Command D. Oh, now this tom is sounding a little too low. I want a more feminine tom. Tommy, Tamantha. Let's turn up the transpose. Way up. Oh, well, that just sounds like a perk sound, which is kind of dope. And lastly, and this is actually very special, it turns out Usher came into the studio and recorded his signature yeah for me. It sounds like this. Unfortunately, Usher's on life support now. He doesn't have a lot of time left, so let's give him a little pep in his step by turning up the transpose. Okay, Usher. Oh, he's sounding a little bit better, a little bit more healthy. Let's put him on the off beats here. I'm just going to copy this over to the entire loop here and just offset them a little bit, just like we're doing with the hi-hats here. I'm lining them up. Oh, thank you, Usher. Let's maybe get rid of that last one. Don't want to leave him out of breath. Maybe lower these a bit. Oh, this is sick. Now maybe let's utilize the mid and low toms at the ends to create a bit of a fill. Push them a little to the right. Oh, that's dope. Let's hear the difference from A to B. Okay, we got Santa Claus in the hood. Let's hear the difference. Well, goodbye, Santa. Hello, Usher. Oh, that's a lot of energy. Cool, I'm happy with B. Let's duplicate it, call it O. Now for O, we want the energy level to go down, but at the same time have it feel distinct from I and A. So let's start by maybe getting rid of a bunch of kicks from O. We've had the kicks since the beginning and they're getting a little old. I'll still keep the kicks at the beginning of each measure to just mark that downbeat. Let's hear it. Let's get rid of this ride, it's too much. Usher, I think, needs to rest. He's on life support. He doesn't have much time left. Let's get rid of the toms there, and maybe even the hi-hat. Oh, that's swagging for an outro. And now that I have 4 dope clips of drums at different energy levels, I'm much more inspired to create different sections of my song. So here I have the stank group that I've created, and I've matched the energy of the stank to the drums. So let's take a listen and see how it evolves over time. Okay, so we got, easy stank at the beginning. Santa, he's just arriving to the hood. Okay, let's hear it. Oh, shit. Santa's trying to fight some cyborgs. Too many kids got angry for getting cyberpunk for Christmas. Now they're rebelling. Oh, shit. The B section's crazy. Okay, calm down, children. Now we have our outro. Okay, chill out. But still distinct from I. Wowzers. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to suggest a genre of drums for me to cover, feel free to comment below. And if you'd like more content, such as private roastings, sample packs, and more, be sure to check out my Patreon. I'm Underbelly. Have a great day.